Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is January 20th, 2025. Here is another daily analysis. All right, market was closed today due to Donald Trump inauguration. And today we just had a positive candle on a daily chart. And this is just a future market. And it's not going to be a stock market. This is just a future index. So this green bar is for today, and we just got above 6,000 in a future market. However, just when future market started for January 21st, which is going to be the East Coast or like Asia market just open. So market at a fluctuation to the downside, then getting back to the upside due to a news as a CNBC just announced that Donald Trump possibly thinking of imposing sanctions against Mexico and Canada by 25% on the imported goods and the products. So he's thinking of. He didn't say, I'm going to executing. That's not an execution order. This is just thinking. So probably he just opened the door for more negotiation down the road. Potentially, that's going to be for the borders. So we'll leave a political news to politicians. However, markets just at a fluctuation, and S&P 500 right now is around 6,000, 6,003. And I would say this is just a pullback to this broken trend line in the future market. So if this has happened, then we should expect market is rallying to the upside, especially when today we just got a positive bar, and that's kind of like a confirmation for this broken trend line. However, we need to get above this January 6 pivot, and if we get above this January 6 pivot by tomorrow or let's say Wednesday, then we can see a potential double top, or I would say new all-time high for S&P 500. 6,200 is coming down the road, potentially for the short term perspective. So market, at least for the time being, doesn't give us any pullback, any serious pullback to this box. We just got a very close to this box and then bounce back off nicely. So we just mentioned this rally, and still I'm just looking for a bigger correction down the road, potentially by mid-year, somewhere around this area, 54 to 5,300, which is going to be somewhere around 15 to 20% downside move. I still in that camp that we can see a correction coming down to the market mid this year. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is kind of like considering the same situation here. We just got a breakout, and then today we just got a positive candle as well. We cannot manage above this high, which is going to be almost 21,800. And this 21,800 needs to be engulfed. Then we can see a rally continuation to the upside. Right now, we don't see this rally. Still, we are kind of like forming a choppy, sloppy consolidation. However, we recaptured all the major moving averages, which is a positive structure for Nasdaq. So if Nasdaq can get above January 6, then we can see a new all-time high, potentially getting close to 23,000 area. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of like a positive, at least for the short term, but for the long term, it's going to be a choppy year, folks. Moving on to Dow. Dow is just getting to the stretch to the level that I'm just thinking of, and we may see some kind of like a volatility is coming back to Dow. Let me just pin here, area here, which is going to be 44,000. So that's the level that I have, 44,000 to 44,500. That's the level that I have for Dow Jones. Let me just mark it here, and also this one as well, make it a solid line. Then we can follow up after that. So this is the level that I have for Dow Jones. Potentially, we may see 2-3 days rally all the way to 44,000 again to 44,500. Then we're going to see the market reaction. So if Nasdaq, S&P keeps grinding higher, Dow can follow them, and potentially it can reach to new all-time high. So we'll see how it goes, but it's going to be a tough level here. And I would say everyone needs to keep an eye on this. I would say for all investors and traders, this year is gonna be um, if we see a dip, then we buy a dip, then we should just take out of the position or kind of like a booking the profit early. We can't be in that style like last 2 years, buy and hold forever. We can't. So this is kind of like the tip for everyone. That's at least that's what I'm not doing like a buy and hold. I'm gonna just nibble in and then getting out shortly. Moving on to gold. Gold just tackling again to this 27.17. And right now we are at 27.20. So we're going to see how it's going to close because if it closes above this, I would say the rally is initiating to the upside and potentially we may see gold is getting back to the rally for a new all-time high. So I'm kind of like considering that one. So it's kind of like in no man's land area, but it will be clear soon if it wants to go higher. Silver is forming the same pattern here. Silver is just getting back down and then bounce back up nicely, getting into positive territory today. It finished positive as well. So silver is just forming a positive momentum. Potentially, we may see a tackle to this $32.50 per ounce. So we'll see how it goes for silver. So stay tuned for that one. Crude forming a positive candle here. This is 4 hours short. Let me just go to the daily chart because we got kind of like a negative candle just getting let me just zoom out here, just getting into this 76 to 77 area and bounce back up nicely. So you're going to see if crude is getting back to the upside, then we can go to 83 to 84, which is going to be this top and this top here. So that's the level. If we get above this previous pivot, which just formed last week, then I would say $92 by $100 crude is coming down the road. So I don't know if it's going to be a geopolitical tensions down the road or what, because Donald Trump, he just emphasizing today that he's going to increase the supply for crude. He's going to just export lots of crude from US. But at the same time, crude just getting back to the upside after back testing this area. So this means the inventory is not coming to the market soon, or we may see some kind of like a shortage for the inventory in a short term. Bond, I just want to mention that this is a 10-year treasury bond. And as you see here, we just got a positive candle today. And also here's the future market. Future market is getting back to the positive. We are getting to important pivotal point here. If we get above this, I would say that's going to be a fantastic W pattern. Everyone needs to keep an eye on this trend line. If we get above 109 to 210, then we should see a back test for a fantastic rally to the upside. I would say Treasury is kind of skyrocketing if yield is coming down, which is going to be a foreseeable scenario. Right now, the pattern here, at least for the Treasury, tells me that at least for the weekly chart, look at this. So weekly chart is forming a very nice bottoming phase, folks. So this is a reverse head and shoulder. We are going to see a series of a low, higher low, and here is another higher low. So if we get above this pivotal point, which is somewhere around 111 to 110, then any back test would be a great search to the upside, potentially for 130 to 135 for the long term. This is a supply area that I'm just looking at 130 area. So keep an eye on Treasury as well. Bond can be beneficiary of this market. Moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, just the early session when inauguration happens, it just going all the way up pretty close to 110K, which is my substantial. And look what happened exactly, just getting close to this supply, just flying to the market, and market just smashed down. Look at this higher shadow here. This is kind of like a mother of topping tail, but we just got into positive territory again. This is as I said, a future market for January 21st. And if it goes higher, we may see some kind of like a tackle again for the short term, at least to 106 area. So 106K, that would be the area that we can see this rally is continuing going higher. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum is the same, however, it is lagging, and this higher shadow just got into the supply area. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.